Those last words you heard are the real honor, because Shirley, I have to congratulate you. You spoke longer than Jack. I was never allowed to, but now he can't stop me. So I do have a few words to say, and congratulations to you, Shirley. I take it as an honor that you are the signator, that your first duty to do was to give me a degree. And I really appreciate that, and I wish you all the things that come well with the role that you have taken on. And they're all related to young people, and that's the nice part of being involved at a good university like this place is. But I'm going to talk a little longer than Jack usually let me, but I took my notion from your speech. It was a little longer than Jack's. So, sorry guys, you're going to hear a lot of words. I got to take my glasses off or I can't see what I'm doing. There's an old Jewish Talmudic expression which says, teach your tongue to say, I do not know, and your life will be filled with riches. However, from my view, you should always definitely remember that your Brock knowledge, I'm speaking now to all of you in these blue suits, your Brock knowledge is like money. The more you have, the less you need to brag about it. This is my last day as Chancellor. I'm pretending to be Chancellor because you heard we have a new Chancellor. So today I want to talk about three subjects. Never got the chance to talk so much when I was the Chancellor, so I'm going to take advantage of it now. And the three subjects are really quite simple, addressed to you as graduates. Ethics, adversity, and success. They do work together. As an investment counselor, I personally look after these kind of things on a regular basis. I work in a financial environment which has often been faced with financial crises, widespread scandals, massive layoffs, and seemingly under-deserved executive salaries and other compensation. Clearly, often because of apparent ethical breakdowns, which has caused poor adversity and creates a lack of success. With Shirley in place, with her background and the background of her descendants, the graduates of Brock are in good shape. You need to remember everything you were taught at Sunday school or any other way that you may have been introduced to a proper culture, and in order to develop an ethical mind and the personality that comes with it. An ethical mind helps individuals to aspire to do good work that matters to their colleagues, their organization, their company, their family, and the global society in general. But in our very busy society, it is often easy to lose our way on that subject. We need a retention of an ethical compass because it's essential to your personal reputation and the health of the organization you will work for or represent, such as Brock, even after you are gone. You are special, especially today, at an important point in your life, a time when you should firmly create those ethical beliefs and commit to stay with them. Remember at all times to retest your beliefs to ensure that you're sticking to the values that you want and the values that you can have. Our world today hangs often on right and or wrong, bad and or good, success or disaster. With regard to right or wrong, you need to decide which side you are on. And rather than only being right, then be sure to do the right thing. Remember that. Do the right thing. Live up to your standards. the culture and adversity of an ethical mind. That is a mind that is always broadening your respect for others beyond giving them merely the benefits of the doubt. Ask yourself, what kind of person do you want to be? When necessary, be a whistleblower about unethical events. There are many. Don't be afraid to go against them. At times, that ethical mind you have may cost you in a relationship with some people. Maybe your boss or your supervisor, your colleagues, even your job or position. Drive on regardless. Howard Gordon, a psychologist, Dr. Howard Gordon, a psychologist and an ethics professor at Harvard University, said, "If you're not prepared to resign or be fired for what you believe in, then you are not a worker, not a professional, not a graduate of Brock or Harvard. You are a slave. You have to be prepared to be told you're wrong, even though you know you're right." The investment industry in which I work and most of the rest of society has faced critical adversity in the financial world over the last many years. Much of it due to, it often seems, due to the lapse of ethics by very few individuals. Whatever the reason, how do we overcome adversity and the need of adversity? First of all, adversity strikes and starts by not worrying about tomorrow. Today is your day. Don't worry about tomorrow, because we really cannot know tomorrow. So engage the present and determine your personal position. Remember, we do not control what happens. You only know how you can respond to those things that affect you. Any loss you suffer only amplifies the absolute values of what remains. And it's always easier to create new ideas and dreams than it is to cling to those dreams that are broken or just not acceptable to you and maybe even others. You should always remember that your happiness and happiness of those you love, it's much more important than righting and accepting open injustices and bad ethical behavior by others. Don't take it. Always be prepared to speak your mind without anger on those things in which you believe, and be prepared to accept the consequences that move forward with the life for which Brock has well prepared you for. Ingrained in your psyche today are likely the questions. Questions such as, what is my calling? What am I to be? Can I get employed or accepted for postgraduate studies? Or what? Where am I going? I can tell you that without concern of your particular training, you are, as a graduate of Brock, indispensable. You're more than just a bag of chemicals. Each of you has an exclusive Brock imprint that is unique to you and you alone. It is only you that can fulfill your role and play special music. That's what I call it. Being ethical with adversity is special music. The rest of us are merely waiting with apprehension as you go forward to actualize your life's calling to bring that unique mark and contribution to the world that Brock has taught you to do. No one thing separates you more clearly from all other forms of life than your ability to make your wildest dreams come true and achieve personal success. After many years, I am still one. Ask my wife, she is here. Success, where it comes from, be a maverick, at the same time follow the motto of the Royal Society of London. How's that? I took you all the way to London, and I'm going to give you some words I don't even understand. Nullius in verba. I'm sure Jack knows that one. Take nothing as the truth. Always check it out yourself, no matter how long or what you have to do to get there. I, for one, almost always challenge the so-called conventional wisdom. Sometimes it's even fun to do that. You will get there as well. But remember, work in tandem, three other things. Optimism, be optimistic. You have every right to be optimistic for what this school has given you. Confidence, perseverance. Abhor any bureaucracy that fosters fixed rules and outdated or unacceptable legal traditions. Stretch the capacity of your brain cells by always exercising them. Your brain is a muscle and has to be exercised as often as possible. Try to read a book a week. I still do so. But remember, nothing breeds creativity, optimism, confidence, and success more than an environment that fosters, or can foster, maximum individual intellectual freedom. And with Shirley here, you're going to get that freedom because she loves it. Search for it and have a courage to break away from the so-called security of the herd, as well as to have the courage to stick your neck out for no reason if it's necessary. The most valuable attribute of success is an insatiable capacity to endure humiliation. So be humble, and you're halfway there. You should always be prepared to endure criticism and humiliation and be able to live with it very well, because most of the success in this world comes from doing many things long before you get enough sense not even to try them. I have learned in my career that nothing breeds success like a refusal to accept defeat. For those of you who are graduating today, but with grades that leave you a little less than proud, that happens to the best of us. Remember, in several years, no one will know about your marks, but they will have to be satisfied in knowing that you have a degree from Brock and that you are totally ethical with the adversity that sets you striving for success. So I leave you giving you lots of luck under the new hands of a new Chancellor and an excellent university for those of you who are staying here and for those of you who are graduating. Good luck to all of you. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being here.